Hello everyone. I had a lot of videos on cyber security in our college. I have taught to post-graduation students cyber security in our college. So everyone insisted, why not do one video on cyber security? So I decided to do one video on cyber security. So let us start. Cyber security. Today's almost 60% of world population uses social media, with average daily users being 2 hours and 27 minutes approximately. Today are 5.29 billion unique mobile users across the globe country, which is equal to two-thirds of the world population. By now, 2025, the amount of data generated each day is expected to reach 463 exabytes globally. Please read it carefully. The rise of internet uses leads to security concern like cyber attack and cyber threats are increasing more and more day by day. A cyber attack uses malware to gain access to data, disrupt digital operation or misuse information. These threats are not only complex but are also difficult to detect. A cyber security practice is required to control these threats and attack across the organization. Cyber security definition. Cyber security is a technology or process to protect network, devices, information, programs and data from attack, damages and unauthorized access. There are many ways to protect data and infrastructure, including intrusion detection. Intrusion detection in the sense, suppose in our college 30 students come for practical, but unfortunately one student misuses the lab. He cracked the password of the server, system admin, and tries to disturb the server in the lab. So these are the intrusion happening more often in organization. Malware protection and more. Malware, the virus and these things are day by day coming more. Classification of cyber security. First one is infrastructure security, DNS security, mail security, security information and event management. DNS security. In our college, we have server of Linux Red Hat, which is of that means which is of NIS server is there, and every student have login username and password to access the server for programs, for storage, file storage, database, web, everywhere. And also they can't everything is transparent to the user, server is transparent to the user, data storage is transparent to the user. So we are having a tight security of NIS server in our college, and it is of static IP, also of dynamic IP. So that is important in organization. Mail security. Mail security in the sense, if you have firewall, then you can track the IP, then you can track the unwanted mails, means unwanted mails which unnecessary full your inbox, that mail should be blocked. So we have firewall, and our college has invested a lot of money on firewall. So mail security is there in our college. Then security information is already there since firewall is there. And event management in the sense, we have Wi-Fi, but also only staff is allowed to access the Wi-Fi, no other students are allowed to access the Wi-Fi. Then if an event is occurred, then only college related staff members are allowed to access the group and this thing. So that is very carefully, strictly done. That is called infrastructure security. Then application security. Application security in the sense it focuses on preventing malware from infecting software and devices. Our system admin continuously update the firewall. We have internet security software, antivirus, quick heal, which is very popular, and it is regularly updated through the internet. So our lab is protected from the malware, and this is required. And also in case of server, we also update the server frequently after 8 days, 15 days. So that is very important to protect the system from the malware and infecting and software devices. Okay. Next, system security. System security, the word system security addresses to Windows or Linux server security and vulnerability and patch management. Remember that patch management can be solved if you update the server regularly, because day by day there are a lot of block holes going on in the software. Means any hole in the sense malware attack can be possible in this software. You might be knowing Windows 98 there was no username and password, and in Windows XP there was username and password. Also in Linux operating system there was no there was only standalone system in which we are able to access only typical software. Now server are becoming more popular in Linux, and day by day the server securities goes on increasing. There is also concept of AC Linux in Linux security enhanced Linux. That proper wording is AC Linux means security enhanced Linux. That is very popular. Lot of management, a lot of work is going on that part, and Linux is much more secured as compared to other operating system. And we are using our lab with Linux server, also with the Windows server, and also with antivirus updating regularly. So that is about system security. Network security. Network security safeguard a computer network from intruders. Intruders in the sense, just now I give one example, that if lab is internet access is provided to the student from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Consider 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. But some students sit in the practical lab for internet access 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. That means there is something going on. That is not allowed. That should be not allowed, and that thinking should be there. The student should allow to access the lab in between 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. They should not access Facebook, they should not access mail, they should only search Google or see tutorials and videos of typical their subject and point of view. And so these things are going on in network security. So in the sense, if student access the tutorials and these notes, then in our internet only that ad will be flashed to the students for their studies, and that is our key areas of the network security. So we protect from the intruders. So also some alarm are there in to protect the data, and if anyone access the different sites like movies and songs, so alarm will be there, and we can catch that user who is accessing that site with the help of IP address. So that is about the network security. Data security. Data security addresses both in storage and in transport, which uses automated encryption and data leakage prevention technique. Suppose at the time of admission in our college, students access many student access college website for the reference for know what about the college and how is the college, and different things are there, they will note down. But in the sense, our original site, our original website and data will be stored somewhere, and clone means dummy website will be and because some intruders may try to access that website, try to disturb that website, since it is a dummy site, so we can access, so we can track that who users are try to disturb that website, so we can do this. And so it is very beneficial, and it is the automated encrypted and data leakage prevention technique. So this is one type of data leakage prevention technique. So students are allowed to access the website, but up to certain limit, not above the certain limit. So we can protect the data leakage at this part, and our original site is somewhere else, so we can protect the website and data of our organization. So that is very important about data security. Operational security, it refers to the procedures and action used to manage and secure digital assets. Since our salaries are done in recognized nationalized bank, so there is no issue of secure digital access. It is always secure digital assets, so that thing is very important in organization. So since digital assets are very important in our day-to-day life, we should trust digital assets, but some good bank. So we have operational security by having nationalized bank transaction. Cloud security, it needs to be continuously monitored and updated to safeguard data from attack. Now cloud security in the sense, I will give one example. Suppose monitored and updated to safeguard data and attack. Suppose you have a cloud security in the sense username and password are very important in the cloud, and we have HTC and HPC example, high performance computing and high throughput computing. In high throughput computing, great computers are used in our college, because I want that every computer should process some data, and that's why we have great computers. And the advantage of great computers is that they are less costly, and another reason is that if any system fails, we can collect data from another system, because it is a distributed environment and data is stored on each and every system. So we have great computing environment in our college, because high performance in the sense supercomputer are really costly, and it becomes difficult to manage the data. Server goes on, number of server goes on increasing, they are very costly. So we have great computing manage cloud security. Internet of Things at the last, it protects products and services against threats. Internet of Things in the sense, suppose we have one device in our college, okay, and that device is connected to some another device, and that device is connected to some another device. If one device, if suppose A, B, C, A is connected to B, B is connected to C. Suppose intruders attack to A, so they can access B, they can access C, because they are A and B and C are connected to everything, are connected to each other. So we protect A, so we protect B, and so protect C. So these are the things that most often in the IoT, that you might be knowing that if in home is there, and if a system is there, like when I open the door, the light should be get on, the fan should on, and then the tea should be done. So these things, softwares are interrelated in IoT. If one of the software is cracked, another part is cracked easily. So they should be protected in IoT, and we have a lot of things working on IoT. in our organization. So I have successfully done with cyber security introduction to cyber security. I have taken more efforts to create this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, share with your friends. Thank you.